Hi Libra, how are you? I hope everything's going well. And I want to go ahead and get your reading done for the last portion of December 2018. I'm sorry my voice is scratchy. Well, I'm not sick, but I feel scratchy. So that was quick. Devil energy, codependent energy, addictive energy, sexually deviant energy. Yeah, a lot of different things. I don't want to read too much into it. You've got the Hermit popping out. So introspection, looking in on what it is that we are ruled by, what our base desires are, sometimes where we get caught up in things. I don't want to read too much into this, but you've got the Devil and the Hermit. So you've got Capricorn energy and you have Virgo energy popping out. Show me more for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Nine of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to pull cards now. Show me more for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ace of Wands in reverse. Show me more for Libra. Got the Five of Cups in reverse. That's good. The Sun upright. I got 3 more cards here, Libra. Queen of Pentacles upright. Show me more for Libra. Knight of Swords. That's you, Libra. Or somebody wanting to communicate, somebody clearing things up. Show me more for Libra. One more, please. You've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Great. And that's the finality. With the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, an energy that denotes being alone, being satisfied alone, happy alone, working on things for yourself, amassing wealth, basically doing your own life on your own terms and being satisfied with that, you know? The situation, it's interesting because it's like it feels like you have to deal with somebody's issues, somebody's reoccurring issues. That's what I feel here in regard to these 2 cards. In regard to the Devil and in regard to the Hermit. Marcel. It's like we have to deal with somebody's recurring toxicity, somebody that's been in our life for a while. We have to deal with their toxicity. We've got to look at it deeply. This could also be looking at our own, levels of codependent issues, drug addiction, this could also be, there's a lot of things going on, and it's interesting because a lot of the holiday energy is kind of like going back and forth in regard to a lot of the readings are talking about like familial experiences, situations where you're like stuck with family. And it's almost as if like Cancer's video is like how the grudge stole Christmas. That's what I called it, how the grudge stole Christmas. It basically is talking about like a lot of family issues, a lot of family concerns in regard to Cancer. But here it's almost as if we're having to look at a situation, possibly a mother, possibly a ex-lover, or somebody that you're in a relationship with, but it's more so female energy with the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like things have been shut down, things have been stagnating with this person, and the communication lines, it almost feels like they're blocked, or like some sort of emotional aspect within the connection to this person is blocked. There's like a level of toxicity in this situation that is causing you to have to reevaluate them, the way that they come off in the relationship or situation in the past or in this current present moment. But there's an energy here where it's like, it almost feels as if you're ready to let go of it. You're ready to let go of the burden, the worry, the frustration. You're ready to let go of like the remorse and regret. Like sometimes we hold on to energies for a long time. Sometimes when we've had situations that have been detrimental to us, we hold on to them for a long time and we have a hard time getting back to ourselves and what we need. you know, it's interesting because it's like once we have that realization, because there's a level here where it's like there is no movement, you know, almost as if we're stagnant, but we're coming out of it. It's like this new beginning is a delay. It's delayed right now due to dealing with this type of energy, due to dealing with toxicity. And again, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to be, but you know, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, Taurus, Virgo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn energy, for sure. But it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It could just be somebody who is toxic in your life. Yeah, it feels like you've looked in enough on the situation where it's like you are able to come out of this type of energy, this Five of Cups energy, where it's like we're holding on to things, we're like stuck on emotional baggage. You know, it's a card of emotional baggage. It's not really no movement, no movement, you know. And so now you have this. Oh, nice, Libra. You have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is basically saying, hey, listen, I'm going to separate myself from this because it's unhealthy. I'm going to do what I need to do. This situation is emotionally imbalanced. You know, this is hard to deal with. I've dealt with it for long enough. For you to be having these two cards popping out, I feel that this has been a while in the making. This is not something that's just brand new. You know, underneath this, underneath this Nine of Pentacles, where it's like we're going on it alone, you have the King of Swords. So this is your energy, Libra. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Either way, it's basically it's a level. It's an energy of cutting things out. It's also one where we are more so in favor of engaging in situations where we're not going to be affected so much so emotionally versus we're more so analytical, we're more so logical in our approach to how we're going to go about this situation, because we know that if we get our emotions involved, then we kind of end up as, well, as an emotional wreck, you know. And so it's almost as if I don't even feel like you're putting on a hard exterior. I feel it's like you've come to an understanding of what I'm going to allow in my life, what I'm not going to allow in my life. And you have to look at it. You've got to look at that toxicity and recognize that it's not something that you want to maintain. Underneath the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is clarity. This is truth. This is finding your truth, finding the right words to speak in regard to a situation. If you're going to be leaving somebody, or if you're going to be communicating how you no longer want to experience them in your life, and if they can't change that, their approach in your life, then they need to go. So it's like here, it's like the way that they're set up, it's like the Knight of Swords. It's almost as if it's got to really look at this level of holding on to sadness, this lack within love, you know. And it's like you have to look at that. You have to look at it at all angles and recognize what is serving you, what is not serving you in this connection with this person. I feel that it's somebody from your past that you've dealt with. It doesn't have to be just from your past, but I feel that it's somebody from your past that you've dealt with. And it's like you've gone through this so many times with this person. It's left you emotionally like distraught on internal levels, financial levels, levels of trust. It's definitely done a number on the way that you communicate with each other. And it's like you've gotten to basically come around to the understanding of that, and you shed light on the situation. You know, if somebody does something so many times, they're actually giving you really good answers. They're giving you information on how they're going to operate, how they are, what they do in life, how they go about things. If it's taken you years to figure that out with this person, it's like now you have enough information to understand how they are. Now you have enough information to make your decisions to go forward or to continue with them. You know, it's like, can I work with this? Can I not work with this? But your illumination here comes from essentially a lack of emotional stability within the situation. How much emotional instability do you have to experience in a situation with somebody where you basically look at it and recognize the levels of toxicity that they bring, recognize that they're not willing to move forward in how they think. You know, it's like this almost feels like they're still connected. Do you see with this Devil card, do you see these two people? They're connected. You know, they're connected to each other, but also their bonds around their neck are very loose. They could slip out of them. They could get out of them if they chose to. But I don't think that they're choosing to. I think in certain ways they almost look at this situation as if they're like evaluating why it's not working, but not really. I don't know if they're really willing to do the work. You know, it feels like they're still stuck in a level of, it feels like to me they're still stuck in a level of poor me, you know, and it's like you're having to move past that, and you're doing so with flying colors. You know, you've put everything on hold at this point, but it's like you're now like, it's shifting the energy. You're shifting the energy to something new, something that's going to be healthier for you. You know, moving into what is currently coming up for you, it feels like there's a lot of stabilization in your life, but almost on an emotional level. Like, where do I... If this has been in a long-standing situation with somebody, it's like you're kind of re-understanding yourself, like kind of getting to know yourself again in certain regards. It's almost as if this person has caused certain levels of toxicity within your experience within them, within experience within yourself. And so it's like, what I'm feeling is it's like you're having to relearn how to trust yourself in certain ways, Libra. You're having to relearn how to trust yourself, you know, and you're doing so, but it's like, what I want to say is try and find a path that is going to be slow. Don't rush into things. Feel things through. Be very patient with yourself, considerate of yourself, compassionate toward yourself. You know, give yourself that type of stability. The financial stability will follow. This is a card of building and gaining. You know, it's also a card of being alone, but it's a card of working towards what we want in our lives so that we can have better in our life. This is also that type of energy, okay? This is also a mother card as well. I want to say that for some reason. There's a mothery energy here that it's like, this person may be like stuck in their ways. It may be your mother. You may be having to deal with a lot of bullshit at the holidays too, if this is not just a love relationship reading. You know, relationships, love relationships, we have family relationships as well that are also love relationships, but they're not like, you know, romantic. But here, this Knight of Swords wants to talk to this person, or at least come to the truth of the matter. But this person is not looking in their direction. This person is ignoring them. They've got their back to them, and they're only focused on one thing. Now, sure, this could talk about money. They're focused on money. It could talk about they're focused on just their own stability. But it's like they're focused on one thing, whatever it is. Sometimes their focus is so singular that it's like it overshadows everything. It doesn't allow anything to come in. So you have to like deal with that type of personality. Here, it's like we want to talk, but it's almost exhausting to try and get anything through to this person because it doesn't feel like they want to change. It just feels like they want to hold on to what they have or what they understand from the situation and not move forward. And here, you know, how it came out. We want to talk here to this person, but it's almost as if we let it go at a certain point, because by letting it go, it allows us to take the wounds or take the swords out of ourselves. This person, I feel that this person is this type of energy. I feel that this person, this Queen of Pentacles, is more so somebody who I feel is like manipulative, but like mentally manipulative, emotionally manipulative, and manipulative on all fronts. And I feel also, it's interesting because it's like I feel the energy of this person more so being that way because of how they were raised, because of the way that they were experienced life as a child, because they've dealt through a line of toxicity within their own self, you know. And so it's like that introspection is not, they're not facing that. They're not facing the introspection. They're not doing that type of figuring out how to work this out within themselves, you know, because it's not just your fault. It's not just their fault. There's information on both ends, but like it doesn't feel like this person is really willing to talk to you about it. And I feel that you're kind of fed up here. I feel in certain ways you're kind of like, well, you know, fuck it. Let it go. Let it go. So I'm going to clarify. And yeah, let's clarify. Show me the devil for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me the devil for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Eight of Swords in reverse, Libra. So this is basically, you know what, in regard to this devil energy, we've thought and thought and thought and thought about this. We've dealt with this for so long. We've had to consider everything in regard to it. You know, if you've been in this for a long-standing situation for a long-standing time, it's like you realize that this person, what they come to you and bring you is more so malicious energy. It's more so toxic energy, okay? They'll tell you bullshit. This person is hoodwinked. They've got somebody over here telling them bullshit. Easily they could get away from that, but it's like they've been, it's like they've experienced it for such a period of time that there's almost like a level of conditioning that's happened. Like when, you know, you like, what is it, Stockholm syndrome? Like where people basically start to sympathize and like emote with their captors, you know, it's a psychological effect where it's like we grow connected to those that hurt us, and we become enmeshed in certain ways. Show me the Hermit for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Nine of Cups popping out in reverse, Libra, for the Hermit. Now, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse for this Hermit. Okay, so the way that I'm holding them right now, it's almost as like he's got his back to them. It's basically coming to terms with emotional dissatisfaction that this situation basically brings you. It's like looking into it under a microscope, you know. And here's the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it's like recognizing where this situation has led you, recognizing that almost like if you get involved with this person or if you continue to maintain connection with this person, are they going to change? Like, are they stuck? It feels like they're stuck in a certain way, and it's like they're having a hard time like getting to that point of shifting their consciousness. Show me the Nine of Cups in reverse, please, for Libra. So you have Temperance popping out here, Libra. In regard to this Nine of Cups, what I'm feeling is like you need to balance yourself out emotionally. This doesn't have to be with this person that you balance them out. You know, it's like sometimes we don't get to heal like that with people. Sometimes we have to move forward in a direction that we are doing it alone, or we're going towards people that love us, you know, or going towards a situation that's going to be healthier for us, you know, versus this situation. For the Nine of Pentacles to be here, it's almost as if like I would prefer to heal on my own. I would prefer to cut this situation out, heal on my own, take time for myself, and be very conscious of how I am affected. You know, this doesn't just have to mean, oh, I'm so pissed off and scared and, you know, what is it called? Defensive. This can also mean like a defensiveness, but of the self, of, well, of course that is, defensiveness is to take care of the self, but it's not all like blown out of proportion. It's a very logical approach to something. It's like, okay, I recognize that this situation doesn't help me. I'm going to move away from it. It's like that type of defense. It's like I choose to move away from the situation so I don't have to be emotionally drained any longer. This situation feels emotionally draining. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Show me the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? You have the Knight of Swords here again. So this is you wanting to move. All right. This is you wanting to move away from this situation. Okay. You want to go full speed ahead away from this situation. This is the delay. It's like you've had to come to the realization that this person, no matter how much communication, it's like you're not going to get through to them. So why bother? Why continue to bother trying with this person? At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords here. So again, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords. You've got this energy all over the place, all right, Libra? This is basically you taking the reins of your life and choosing a different path. And underneath the King of Swords, you have the Chariot. So it's like moving in a direction that's going to be more so, well, better for you overall. Show me the Five of Cups in reverse for Libra. Show me the Five of Cups in reverse for Libra, please. So you have the King of Wands here, Libra. So again, like I said, basically being fed up to the point where it's like you recognize that this is no longer healthy and you choose to move in a direction completely opposite of this. You no longer want to be in it. And it's given you an energy where it's like it's propelled you to move forward. It's healthier to do that. But it's like you had to take the time to get to this. This is a leader. This person takes leadership of their own life. They don't wallow in pain. And if they do, they make sure that they get the fuck out of Dodge. You've got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck for that King of Wands. So this is basically somebody who's choosing to willingly move away from a situation that is messed up. They're moving away from a situation that is no longer healthy to be a part of. Mentally, emotionally, financially. This is a drain. They're moving away from the situation. Now your Ace of Wands is upright. Here, it was in reverse. So it's like coming to this understanding, it propels you into something new. It's by choice. You move by choice. It doesn't feel forced. It feels like an understanding of where you need to be. The Sun. With the Sun, you have the Page of Wands popping out here. So moving forward onto a new path in regard to where you're going, you know, the information that's basically been brought to you here within this situation is enough for you to just move forward. And it's like you're moving forward, and in certain ways, like, I feel there is levels of like remorse here. We have somebody leaving somebody in the background. This person is walking away from this person. I feel you're walking away from this person because it's no longer healthy, and you recognize that. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit again. So everything that's caused you to move away from this situation has been deeply thought about. It's been deeply felt and considered. And I say, if you move away from this person, you're giving yourself a far better chance at dealing with your own life than being with them. Show me the Queen of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Emperor and you have the Ten of Cups here. So, and here again at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. So in regard to this person, I feel like this person is somebody from your past that you dealt with. There may be a family involved. There may be just a lot of emotional connection with this person. But what I'm feeling, and I'm going to clarify this Emperor in a minute, I feel that this person is more so hard. This person is difficult to deal with. And the way that they're operating is in a negative space in regard to their emotions. It's like they're working out of their emotions, but it's completely erratic. It's something that's toxic. It's something that they don't listen, you know. It's like they're going on their feelings. That's why it's so important for you to work out of this energy of the King of Cups. I'm sorry, King of Swords. Did you hear that? I have things going on in my house. I've got things. Show me this Knight of Swords for Libra. Yeah, you're totally leaving this person out in the cold. This is enough. You need time to heal. You need time to move away from a situation, heal, take time for yourself, but you're leaving this person. You're leaving this person. Okay? That's very clear here. And you're leaving them because you're tired of the frustration in regard to manipulation, mental discombobulation, and just overall like being out of sorts with somebody. Show me this Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this has affected your relationship with this person, and I feel you're more so like you've got you've got the Four of Wands here and the Empress at the bottom of the deck for the Five of Swords in reverse. This could be a mother. This, if you're going back home, this could be your mother talking to you. It's almost like you've just had a toxic relationship with them and you'd rather just let it go and move and leave and be done. And yes, I'm going to come back and see you on holidays, but I don't really want anything else to deal with you in between. It could be like that with an aunt, a sister, even a brother. But I feel that this is more so of a relationship, like a relationship, you know, that was. You may have family with this person, but this toxic energy has basically caused the foundation to crumble. That's what I'm feeling, you know, and it's like by leaving this, you build your own foundation. You give yourself the opportunity to do that. You take the reins, okay? You take the reins of your life and you go toward what you want. You go towards something that's going to boost you in life, something that's going to stabilize you, something that's going to give you abundance, balance. It's going to, you know, by doing that, by stepping away from things, that's a form of self-nurturance. That's a form of self-care. We have to do those things in regard to ourselves. We can't be stepped on, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this Emperor. Clarify the Emperor for Libra. So you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, Libra. Okay. This person is cutting. This person is cutting in regard to how they communicate with you. It's their way or the highway. It's unfortunate because it's like they cause themselves to be pretty much exiled. But it's like as a matriarch or a patriarch of the family, like it's a very unhealthy combo. Show me the Ten of Cups here for Libra. Yeah. You have the Six of Wands here, Libra. So, I'm sorry. This is Pentacles. This is Pentacles. Let me redo that. Because what I'm feeling, though, too, is that type of overbearing energy. But this Knight of Pentacles, with this energy, this is basically, I'm going to be a dick for the rest of my life type of shit. You know, it's going to affect people emotionally, and it's like they're not ready to let go of things. They're not ready to move past things. They want to hold on to that type of energy. The Six of Swords here, Libra, is basically moving away from things. By moving away from this person, you end up giving yourself the opportunity to get more so involved in something that's going to be emotionally balanced for you. But being in connection with this person on a regular basis or having to deal with them on a regular basis is something that's very, very hurtful for you. Show me the Empress for Libra. So now you have the King of Swords here, Libra. Okay. Now you have the King of Swords for the Empress. So again, this is your energy, King of Swords. Empress is talking about starting new things, going forth in life where, you know, you are more so in your own abundance. It's a very healing energy. You know, when we do these things, when we take these steps and risks to get out of this type of stuff and these entanglements, it's like we take charge of our lives. And when we do that, we give ourselves wonderful opportunities. We release burdens here. This is the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck for that King of Swords. You're releasing the burden. You let go of this situation because you know it doesn't serve you. It's out of balance. It's emotionally out of balance. Show me the Nine. We've got two cards popping out. So you've got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords in regard to this Nine of Pentacles. So basically, again, mental confusion, frustration, ongoing pain, ongoing energy that's like just mental anguish. You're cutting it out. You're going it alone, and that's far better than sticking around in this. This person isn't ready to do anything in regard to like healing a situation. I don't think that they're healthy in themselves. I don't think that they have an understanding that is deep enough to work this out with you. And I feel like you've had enough of this that you want to go. All right, Libra. My name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. If you found this reading helpful, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in January. I'll see you in the new year. All right, take care. Bye-bye.